Nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Alert three, alert three, alert three. Check.
On 2nd and 9, Wilson. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Everson Griffin has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes, and just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Hey, check Mike 6. Better bring it.
3rd and long, it's Wilson going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that's caught inside the 30. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. That's a heck of a way to convert on 3rd and long, and he showed a lot of trust in his receiver.
And that trust was justified because he went up and got the football and converted on it down. You shouldn't. 3rd and long like that, that's supposed to be an incompletion at the least.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone, and there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
On 2nd down, it's Carson. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
No gain on the play. It's 3rd and 10.
Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step it up. Check Mike 6. Let's go, D. Go. It's going to be a long day. Mike 6.
Now Wilson. The Bucs defense stiffens and pushes this to 4th down.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere.
I tell you, it's not easy kicking field goals in the best of conditions. You add in a downpour like we're in right now, it makes it that much harder. And sure enough, they can't convert here.
Brady and the Buccaneers here, 1st and 10, right at the 30. Brady going to sling this out wide to Godwin. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
28-yard.
Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 43. And he's got some space here. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards.
1st down, Tampa Bay.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Brady. They'll set up the screen for Free. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. So mark off the yardage for roughing the passer.
And I've seen this before. On a screen pass, not only are you rushing the passer, you're rushing him deeper than normal. And I think a little frustration kicks in at the end. You're going to hit him anyway when you shouldn't.
The penalty moves him into the red zone here on 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right. And this time they were ready for him as he's taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and
officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. from the gun. It's Brady. Eluding the pressure right. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 5 yards on the pickup, and they're going to have a third down. With the play clock running low is going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. Shotgun now for Brady. Just what Seattle was hoping for. The coverage holds, and now fourth down.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs. Able to knock that one away on third down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected fourth down here.
It'll continue to be interesting in these wet conditions how these kickers fare, but first test, passed.
And how about how the special teams unit handled that? A lot of concentration to make sure the ball didn't slip through his fingers. After the snap, got it down and let him pop it through the posts.
Now it's Patterson. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And they finally get to him out near midfield, but he's all the way across the 45 to the 46.
We spent so much time talking about the physical side of the game. How about the mental side? They just gave up a field goal, but they didn't get down at all. Big-time return. They're set up to try and at least tie the game up.
1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. They'll start out on the ground with Carson. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. Now we've got whistles and movement up front. I think this is against Seattle. A bad false start penalty there. Now 2nd and 6. From midfield now, here's Wilson. And the pass to Henry is intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it will wind up just being incomplete. Second and 10. From midfield, here's Brady. Looking downfield for Godwin. Godwin's got it. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Complete to
Chris Godwin, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Bucs get the quick strike touchdown.
for the point after.
The fly route works for the TD Graham.
And you know what the receivers love to say? If we get even with the defender, we're leaving. And that's exactly what he did. All the way into the end zone. And then he was on the business end catching it once he got over the stripe.
Bradley Pinion, the kickoff.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Now it's Patterson. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
To return. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
A good pickup there, 21 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now Wilson. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Philip Dorsett, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Second and 10. It's Wilson again. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
Fumble on the play. Recovered by Tampa Bay.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Play action. Now it's Brady. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
Touchdown.
Chris Godwin with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. And he'll throw right away. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down. On 1st down, Carson. He'll get only a couple down to the 44.
Chris Carson.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run it and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
44-yard line.
And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Sean Bunting on the tackle. A gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd and 7.
And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first.
Check mark 33. Check mark 33.
Wilson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Wilson.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Bucs are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
No gain on the play.
Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. Because I remember playing in these spots, and my coaches always say, don't be afraid to try and create a safety, too. They're going to bring pressure.
The throw on second down by Brady is incomplete.
Well, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. Third and long coming up, back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on third down. Back near his goal line. Here's Brady. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused. Because they had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run.
The Buccaneer first down.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Oh, look at this. Brady, option right. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Tackle made at the 21.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Brady. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Tom Brady, his 3rd touchdown pass of this first half. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Hey, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, whoever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
For Darrell Patterson on the return. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by. And it's intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. Oh, and now some space to operate. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
So after the INT, it's Brady. That's complete to his running back, Evans. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
24-yard.
That one goes for 24 yards.
Tampa Bay.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Quick throw by Brady, complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Out of the gun, they give to Freeman. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line.
Freeman, the ball carrier.
4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to 1st and goal. Now a timeout called for by the defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll run here with Freeman. And he'll be stopped just out. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
On 2nd and goal, Brady. And he's got Gronkowski. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Gronkowski.
The 4th touchdown pass of the game for Tom Brady. And the Bucs offense continuing to pour it on.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
Oh, how about this? And our score will stay right where it is.
The kickoff for Tampa Bay.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Now it's Wilson. And an incomplete pass.
Wilson's pass.
That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Sliding out of the pocket. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. A new life now following the late turnover. Maybe a chance for points here before the break.
Yeah, pretty nice situation they find themselves in because they're really maybe one completion away from giving their kicker a shot, and that gives them a chance to get some points up on the board.
So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. His throw caught right around the 6. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17. From the gun, it's a run for Freeman. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Second and goal from the 1.
Bandit. Hey, one set. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go.
They'll look to run with Freeman. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
Tampa Bay.
Devontae Freeman, as the first half is winding down. And this Buccaneer offense is running away with this one. And can you believe it? He misses another one, his third so far.
Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Now it's Patterson. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37.
At their own 37-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think.
And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
From the gun, it's Brady. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Freeman. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Hey, 66.
The final shot before half for Brady. He'll let one go deep for Howard. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
A gain of 21.
The end result, 21 yards.
And the Buccaneer first down.
They run with Jones on first down, but he'll struggle here just to get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, quick, and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Big stop, D. Big stop. Let's go. Check it. 56. Hey, 56.
Now Brady throwing on second down. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
It's a gain of 10.
And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a second and long. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11.
56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56. Check.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. Brady to throw on second down. And a catch right side by Evans. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10.
Down.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on third down. Brady to throw again. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Joe Hayden, the veteran, with a pick. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops.
Intercepted.
Well, this D, particularly the secondary, has been picked apart at points here tonight. They finally, though, get to the quarterback, get a pick.
And we know this about him. He loves night games, loves the spotlight, loves being the center of attention. I will bet you that he ran off the field almost chuckling to himself. They finally got one. They finally got me.
That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off around the 37. And he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
Now, these have been no picnic for him so far. He's missed 2, but this one is good.
43. Seahawks, nothing. Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
On first and 10, it's Wilson. Flush to his right. He'll run it. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down. 4 yards remain for second down.
Up second and 4.
This is Carson. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Chris Carson, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks are able to at least knock this deficit down a bit.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, Yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Check the hot read. Check nickel.
Now a handoff as they run left side. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
23 yards.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And he'll give it here to his running back. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Operating from the gun, Brady. Over the middle, he finds Godwin complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 28. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Hey, goal 66. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Got you. I got you, son. I got you, son. SOS. Rip. SOS. Regular.
From the gun, Brady. The man is Howard, the tight end. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
1st down.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good. Soft in spots. And there's an easy throw and catch for another 1st down.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56. I'm scared.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He finds his tight end, Howard. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. 10 more for him on that one. He's been a busy man. It's a 1st down.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter with the score Buccaneers 43. Seahawks 6.
Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. Brady with a quick throw here to Evans out wide.
Brady's pass.
It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal at the 7-yard line.
They run. Devontae Freeman. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3.
The tackle made.
Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. The holding penalty, that puts them in an unenviable spot here as they try again on 3rd and goal. Shotgun now for Brady. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
I like what they tried to do there. Tried to hit him with something quick, get the ball in his hands, and hope he could make some yards after the catch and pick up a first down. Weren't able to do so on that play.
And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here.
29-yard attempt.
Gay's kick is good. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know, in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
On the return. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf, but it's going to be 2nd down. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Wilson. He's going to look deep for Perriman. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. He was looking for Brashad Perriman.
Check Mike 33. Check Mike 33. Okay, double up. Mike, check 33. 33. You can't block me. You can't block me. Hey, check Mike 33. Check Mike 33. Here we go. Deep. 12. Defense. 12. All day. Mike, check 33. 33. Time to go. Night.
Now Wilson on 1st down. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. On 1st down, Wilson escaping the pressure right. And right side, Henry's got it. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. Past the... and now off to the races down the right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Now it's Patterson. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. Back to the air, Wilson after the pick 6. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. He'll pitch it. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
The Seahawks on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. He'll air this one out deep for Perriman. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Mike, check 33, 33. Hey, me and you all day. I'm coming out.
The Seahawks will go for it. It's Wilson. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. The sack by the Super Bowl champion and Pro Bowler Jason Pierre-Paul. The D brought the house. They called the blitz, and they get to the quarterback, overwhelming the O-line.
And I would love to know, and we'll find out later on, was that called before the play? Or did they audible into it? Because defenses change plays as well as offenses. Sometimes they get the set they want. They go right off the
field. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A great play there. With another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And this Buccaneer offense, they're running away with this one. And can you believe it? He misses another one, his 3rd so far.
Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Now it's Patterson. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
Patterson on the return. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4th, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the number 1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the 1st down or to have the defense have to hold
But he
up.
trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the Wild Bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
We'll see what his offense can do.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think that part of their plan was to hit them over the top with the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And that'll be incomplete. Wilson took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And my goodness, another interception. Carlton Davis picks it, and the return across midfield into the 46-yard line. Nothing doing on that one, and it'll be 4th down. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 40. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. A throw complete to Dorsett. And he gets this down deep into Tampa Bay territory. A big play that time for the Seahawks. 48 yards. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. To throw is Wilson. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on 1st and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left him reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And you know they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like their memory was a little too long there.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Levante David.
Well, there's some excitement, right? Go for 2, and instead it gets picked off. And how about the return? Give them a lot of credit, though, for not giving up after the play.
Yeah, the troops rallied.
Exactly, and getting back there and making the tackle and not giving up 2 points themselves.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time. Now looking for Godwin, but it's intercepted. Joe Hayden, the veteran, with a pick. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. Seahawks. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
And he will get into the end zone as the deficit moves from really bad to slightly less than really bad.
Seahawks 20. Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. From the 6. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And it would seem as if their 3-game winning streak is about to go to 4, but still a little work to do as they start 1st and 10. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 28-yard line.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Looking downfield for Godwin. And that's caught inside the 30.
That's all you got.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. Now it's Patterson. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest,
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today, coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again. Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
33. I got him. Hey. 33. Check flag 33. Here we go. Mike, check 33.
From the shotgun, Wilson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. Now the Seahawks forced to use their third and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances.
It got his man complete.
You don't like this.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Tampa Bay.
One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown.
Now it's Patterson.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
One last shot for Wilson. He's going to let it fly. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off inside the 5. And that will write a finish to this ball game.
Tonight's final score.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Tampa Bay, the wins keep coming as this one moves them to 12-3 on the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the New England Patriots. Meanwhile, for Seattle, they're guaranteed now a sub-500 season as they fall to 6-9. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Santa Clara to take on the 49ers. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.